we've got basketball action from New Orleans, Louisiana, home of the Pelicans, here on 2K Sports. For the Pelicans, happy to be here in New Orleans right now in the midst of a homestand. On paper, you give them the edge, but of course they're not taking anything for granted. They'll look to come out strong and prove they're the better team.
Well, guys, you've heard the old adage, it's tough.
Get up. You're going in.
Here we go.
Utah trailing here. Taking a look at the Jazz. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. Enes Kanter is out there with Favors, and it's Hayward in at the small forward position. Here's Burke. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
This quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
Now we have a chance to see the teams that have been the NBA's best three-point shooters this month. Pelicans, number 1.
I tell you what, when you have a month like this, the way they've been shooting it, you feel like the basket is 3 times as big as normal. I mean, it's hard to maintain this level of productivity, but we'll see if they can make it happen.
Shot clock at 6. And it's Gordon missing. Utah's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
Well, Derek Favors still developing offensively. I think he's trying to refine his post-game and his shooting touch, but the potential is still there.
Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Enes Kanter.
Trevor Booker.
Here's Hayward. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
Yeah, me too, Clark. I think anytime you have success pounding the ball inside, you've got to continue to go to the well.
And there's the pass to Z. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And for Favors, most of his shots, Clark, coming around the rim.
Yeah, strong offensive rebounder. He can use his imposing physique to overpower a lot of defenders.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Well, how about the numbers for this club? As a team, 79% from the free throw line this year.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Anderson comes in for Davis, and it's Rivers in for Eric Gordon. Here's Booker. That one off the back iron and out.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Anderson dishes to Holiday. And the layup is good. Holiday's got 6.
How about the first quarter for him at the offensive end? He's really had the touch going.
Now, here's Exum. 14 points from him the last game against Sacramento. Booker inside, working on Anderson. A nice shot by Booker. Here's Holiday. The lead is 2. And there's 1:45 left to play in the first. Z, the pass to Anderson. Here's Z, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
First personal foul. Team's third.
Jimmer Fredetti's checked in for Drew Holiday. And Utah also making a switch. Novak's checked in. The Pelicans have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
I caught up with the head coach for Utah. They're facing a team that they've yet to beat this season, 2 losses. And I asked him what they needed to do to turn it around. He said, quote, "At the end of the day, it comes down to putting points on the board. And we've got to find a way to be effective despite their shot blocking. Even if we shoot a few more jumpers, if we can crash the boards, we'll create some good opportunities. Guys, they need to break through and grab a win here today."
And Doris, as always, thank you. So, Steve, do you agree with Coach's game plan here, given how tough the D is that they're going to go up against?
Yeah, I do. I mean, a huge part of your game plan has to be focused on their D. And I think he's right to put that much emphasis on it.
Yeah, I agree with you guys because they are that good defensively. So you've got to worry about that and game plan for that. And then trust that your guys will execute what needs to be done.
Fredette, the pass to Z, feeds it to Fredette. Shot clock at 5, and he uses the glass on the layup. Burnett's got his first 2 points of the night. There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Gobert, and he bangs it home with one hand. Clark, I'm guessing that wasn't the plan for the D on that trip.
And I'm agreeing with you there. Once they opened the lane up for him, that was a little emphasis on that finish.
Take what the defense gives you and then just power it home, right? Why not?
Anderson passes to Z. Takes it from 10. Utah with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Well, they hung in there for a long time in that game, just giving themselves a chance to win at the end. But when it mattered the most, they stumbled.
Yeah, and those are the hardest losses to stomach, guys. I mean, when you play well throughout the game and then get derailed by a few missed opportunities down the stretch, that's painful.
The Jazz shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Yeah, it's been an average year at the line for them so far this year, shooting about 75%.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
Puts up a prayer. Can't get it to go.
That's the end of the quarter.
Swap here for New Orleans. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Z, he's in at the 4 spot. Holiday out there with Austin Rivers. Then it's Vitor Favarani. And it's Evans in at the 3. That's the Pelicans 5. Now here's Exum, guarded by Holiday. 6 to shoot. Here's Hayward. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Hayward's got his 2nd bucket tonight. The Pelicans have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second, 5 of 10.
This New Orleans team is now in their 2nd season as the Pelicans. The name, which was subject to some critique early on, has actually turned out to be nice for the franchise with a new group of players, new ownership, and it fits nicely into creating a new identity. So that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting point frames right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. You know, force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Hood comes in for Alec Burks. Hayward against Evans. Here is Hayward. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Shot clock at 3. Misses off the left iron.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
Rivers passes to Z, and stolen by Hayward. And here we go. And Gobert kicks to Exum. Here's Gobert. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Holiday up top. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Chicago.
You know what was great, too, Kevin, was the way he balanced getting his own shots and making plays for others. A moment now to take a look at some of the stats for Holiday. Averaging about 11 points, 6 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. We're finding his name in a lot of different columns in their box score.
Yeah, and that's what they're looking for from him, Steve. He doesn't have to be the star, just somebody with solid contributions across a wide range of areas. It's been a good night for Z. He has 8 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
And that's a good place to get them. You know, they don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
1:12 left in the first half. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
1:09 left to play in the first half. Now, here's Exum. Not a lot of room. Gobert dishes to Exum. Second chance shot. Booker the pass to Exum. Here's Hood, guarded by Holiday. And here's Exum. averaging 9 points per contest. There's the screen. In the corner, it's Hayward. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up again. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Z's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Rivers. Rivers has got his first points of the night. Jazz trail by 4. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. The shot by Hayward, wide open. Again, the miss by Hayward.
Boy, he has been struggling mightily in this quarter, guys.
True. He really seems to have tightened up a bit for whatever reason. He looks tight. And
stolen by Hayward. Exum with a wide open look. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Pelicans lead by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Okay, guys, let's focus and get down to business. Now, here's a few things I took away from the first half. Nice energy you showed defensively. The steals kept coming. I want you guys to have that same nose for the ball in the second half. Don't be afraid to take a few chances, even if it means risking a foul call. We were able to make an impact with our low post offense. Let's continue to exploit those good mismatches in the paint. And in this half, I want us quick to get out on the break. Let's get headed up the floor as soon as we get our hands on the ball. And that's all I wanted to go over with you. Let's go play a good half of basketball.
And now the start of the second half. New Orleans making some changes here. Agins is checked in, and it's Anthony Davis in for Anderson. The Jazz making a switch here. So on the floor for Utah. Pairing up in the backcourt, Trey Burke and Alec Burks. Steve Novak is out there with Jeremy Evans. And it's Favors in at the 5, roaming the paint. Fredette kicks to Gordon. Favors against Davis. Passes it to Fredette. This one for 3. Rebound, Utah. Favors has got his 6th rebound on the night.
Derek Favors, a very defensive-minded young big man, 6'2", 260 pounds. Got that 7'4" wingspan. So enormous potential, great size, and he can guard either power forwards or centers with ease.
Z's checked in for New Orleans. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, Monty Williams was just going over the plan with his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Davis. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. And Favors with the strength to battle inside. The Clark, the quick feet to cover in space.
Yeah, that's so important nowadays, Kevin, for a young player. He's got such outstanding instincts, and really I think he's a defensive pillar for the Jazz.
And Derek Favors picks up the foul. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And they're also finding easy points from the free throw line, Clark. This is a team that is attacking, getting fouled, and making it pay.
New Orleans making a switch here. Rivers checked in. Then for the Jazz, Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Favors. Hood comes in for Burks. And it's Exum in for Trey Burke.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Now Fredette. 5 points in the game. 3-pointer. And that one's good. Fredette's got 8.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Exum with it. There's the pick. He kicks it to Novak. No good. And New Orleans will come the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
You know, so often in the NBA we talk about how you have to earn your points the hard way, but it didn't seem like that was the case. Everything came pretty easily.
Too many of their points came the easy way, Steve. You're right. On dunks and layups against a defense that didn't really put up much resistance.
They get it back. No good from Z.
You know, he can be a little hesitant near the rim. We saw it there. If the defense offers just a little bit of resistance, he doesn't take it up quite strong enough.
Evans setting the pick for Exum. Down low. And Evans throws it down.
Boy, taking it hard to the rack for the big throwdown.
And give an unofficial assist, Clark, to his teammate for setting the screen that freed him up.
Yeah, good call, Kevin. That was really the key to the play.
Fredette, the pass to Davis. Right side Davis. Rivers dishes to Fredette. They get the rebound. And another shot. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two. And that one falls for Evans.
They didn't shoot it well from the line in the first half. But they've turned it around here, and it's helped them secure the lead. I mean, free throw shooting is important when you're trying to pad a lead.
Drew Holiday, he's checked in for Jimmer Fredette. Gobert, he's checked in for the Jazz. Hayward comes in for Hood. Exum with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Elbow shot. That's it, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Novak. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. Davis sets a screen. Evans kicks to Davis. Teardrop shot, and he gets it to go. Davis has got 6 points in the quarter. Here's Exum, and that's not going to go. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
How about the creativity, guys? Terrific vision to pick out that pass and set up the basket.
Some serious creativity. Davis is checked in for the Pelicans. Evans comes in for Austin Rivers. And the Jazz making a change here. Gordon is the 2 with Evans playing small forward. Vitor Favarani out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Holiday in at the point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Novak, the pass to Cantor. Clock at 6. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one's on it.
Enes Kanter, originally from Turkey, some real promise offensively. He scores well on that left block, and he does a nice job on the offensive boards as well. At times, he's even shown the ability to step out and space the floor. It'll be interesting to see how his game develops.
Z's checked in for New Orleans. Davis setting the pick for Evans. Dishes to Holiday. Z, he's covered by Favors. Z, that's good.
Well, he earned that one. He took the hit and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done. You like that focus.
At the line for your Pelicans.
That's good from Z. And there's 1:45 left in the game. Burke kicks to Hayward. The 3. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Davis has got his 5th rebound in this one.
He's not a guy they're going to be able to count on the way he's playing in this quarter.
Z, he's covered by Favors. Here's Z. It's rebounded by Derek Favors.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Cantor in the corner. Lots of room. That drops. Cantor's got 7 now in this quarter.
And clearly no question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for New Orleans.
Tonight they seem committed to the 3-point shot.
That certainly was their main meal, their bread and butter, if you will.
And so all the hard work here tonight converted into a tally in the win column. It'll be number 26 on the year.
This will cap a dominant run of games against these guys this year. They've played 3 times. It's going to be 3-0 when this one's over.
Well, once they'd taken the first 2 from them, you could just sense how this was going to go.
Depth always a factor in wins like this, and what an incredible game out of nowhere it was for Drew Holiday. He's doing everything right, and the points seem to come in bunches. He definitely had the hot hand, and the fans loving what's transpired here tonight. A really good victory for these guys.
Sure was. I mean, they did just what they needed to do to keep the visitors from getting any momentum going at all.
And you can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
Here's Z. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Z's got the lead up to 14 now for New Orleans. Now Burke. He dishes it to Favors. Stolen by Gordon. Now here is Holiday. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
So
reach out, touch faith.
a beautiful sunset glimpse of New Orleans, Louisiana, the city that care forgot. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr with Doris Burke on our sideline. The fans here in New Orleans ready to...
You're up. Let's go.
Time to do my thing.
Subbed in for Luis Scola. Pelicans leading by 11. And so in the game for the Pacers, Paul George is out there with Chris Copeland. Then there's Rodney Stuckey. Then it's Watson. And it's Allen in at the 5 down low. Davis kicks to Holiday. It's Evans on the wing. Back to Holiday. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up from 15. No good. So the Pacers will take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup.
And you look at the stat sheet from that night, I mean, the turnovers were just glaring. No way you're going to give up the ball as many times as they did and still win.
Well, not unless you play an even tougher brand of defense and force even more turnovers on the other side. That's the only way you're really going to be able to counteract giving the ball to the opponents at your end. That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
The Pelicans have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first.
It took some time, and fans might have been unsure for a while, but clearly the Pelicans have a direction for this team now, and I think they're a franchise on the rise.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Monty Williams address his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Evans. That may be a strategy that comes as a little bit of a surprise, but Coach is showing a lot of confidence in his ability to produce an outstanding effort today. So still in the opening quarter, and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris.
And with the Pelicans getting a franchise big like they did with Davis always helps, but they're also active in acquiring talent to grow around him.
And they double up Gordon. Outside Holiday. The basket good off the assist from Evans. 6 points for Drew Holiday.
Their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting while jumping out to this lead.
Well, high-quality shots, and they've been on target with them.
Passes to George. Stuckey outside. Right at the free throw line, and he nails the jumper. Stuckey's got his second bucket. For the Pelicans, getting young talent is one thing, and they want to make sure, Clark, that they got the right talent to fit alongside their stars.
Kevin, I really think sometimes the cohesiveness and the fitting of the parts is overlooked and undervalued. And the Pelicans are trying to make that a real priority. Not only do we want talent, but we want it to fit together nicely. And you got to give them kudos for that.
That's a good point. Indiana moving the ball around. Here's George. The shot will not go. Evans with some nice D.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, there's an intimidation factor that comes into play. Now, defensively, they have to pick up the intensity and close out on shooters.
Steve, you're right. I mean, they're getting picked apart out there, and the intensity on D's got to pick up as well. I mean, you can't have it on cruise control on defense.
And Copeland kicks to Allen, and it's going to be a 3-second call. New Orleans making some changes here. Anderson, he's checked in for Evans. Austin Rivers comes in for Gordon, and it's Jimmer Fredette in for Drew Holiday. Then for the Pacers, C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Stuckey. And Donald Sloan subbed in for C.J. Watson.
Nice work to get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. Pacers trail by 15. And George kicks to Miles. Nobody near Allen. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Z's got 4 rebounds in this game. Anderson outside, stolen by Miles. Z the pass to Anderson, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
They've made one basket after another since getting this game started, and you wonder, is the blowout in store?
Too early to say that and go there, Steve, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
Here's Sloan. Here's Miles. And no good trying to get that one. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Pelicans lead by 17. I'm New Orleans, back in a moment. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Pelicans here, guys.
Pretty much smooth sailing offensively. They were in a rhythm right from the beginning.
Steve, they've simply made it look easy.
On the court right now for the Pacers. George and Scoa, they're the forwards. Donald Sloan out there with C.J. Miles. And it's Hibbert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Rivers. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. They set the pick. Shoots off the screen. Here's Z, and the layup is good. Z's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Pelicans.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
Well, the main thing is they haven't allowed many second chance opportunities. That is always going to allow you to maintain your lead.
Scola drives in. Fredette grabs the miss. Pelicans leading by 19 points. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Fredette's got his first bucket in this one. For Indiana, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Outside, George. Kicks it to Sloan. Back to George. Clock at 6. From 13 feet, it goes down.
It is so hard to contain him. He just seems to get it done however he has to do it.
The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter.
You know, the league doesn't always update players' heights after they enter the league. Paul George, 6'10", after a late growth spurt following his rookie season in the NBA.
Here's Z. Goes back up. No good. Great D that time from Hibbert.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Miles dishes to Scola. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Evans comes in for Ryan Anderson. And it's Drew Holiday in for Jimmer Fredette. The Pacers also changing it up. Stuckey comes in for George. And it's Watson in for Donald Sloan. And Holiday kicks to Evans. 5 on the clock. And he gets the bucket. And the Pelicans lead by 19.
Virtually uncontested. It's nice to be able to add to the lead without really having to work for it.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, guys, David West is one of the most in the entire NBA. Not only with his production, but with his demeanor on a team. As Coach Frank Vogel said, West has poise and composure. He's our rock. There's no other way to put it. He's a leader for them, Kevin, on and off the court.
A steady vet. Thank you, Doris.
Yeah, one of the savviest players you'll see, no doubt.
And the shot is good from Stuckey.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
They set the pick. Back to Holiday. New Orleans moving it around. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Now Miles. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. 11 feet away. Watson's shot is off.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
The shot's good from Z.
He's been key for this team's offense, the way he's distributed the ball.
Yeah, you know, the offense is just moving through him, Steve, no doubt.
Out left to the wing. Hibbert with a screen for Scola. Here is Miles, covered by Evans. Watson, the pass to Hibbert. Off his foot, and it's being called a kickball. The Pelicans making a switch here. Ajince is checked in.
Alexis Ajince.
Miles dishes to Scola. They get a hand on it. Evans with the steal. Now running up the court, Evans trying to push it up, and that is good. Evans has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
Here's Miles. Basket is good. The assist from Stuckey. Miles has got his first 2 points. Last game in New Orleans, they picked up the win against the Utah Jazz.
And I thought, guys, they were the beneficiary of what was some lackluster defense being played against them.
I agree with you. I mean, it was really shocking how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Pacers trail by 19. He kicks it to Watson. And there's the pass to Miles. And there's the feed to Watson. The dish to Miles. Pass to Stuckey. 6 to shoot. Kicks to Scola from 11 feet away. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Pelicans leading by 17. The kick out to Holiday. Eric Gordon on the wing. And it's New Orleans scoring again. Here is Watson. 11 points for him in that last game against San Antonio. Pass to Miles. Scola, a screen on Evans. Miles. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Evans has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Holiday kicks to Gordon. That 3 off the mark.
Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter.
Here's Miles. Cans it from downtown. Miles has got 5.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Pelicans ahead, delivering the blowouts. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Rebounding certainly a big part of the contributions you've made early in this one. Do you think this game is going to come down to which team hustles the most?
Yeah, it's going to be, I think it's going to be about who wants it more. But we're playing with a passion right now, and hopefully we'll stay driven the rest of the way in order to get this win.
Thank you so much, Kevin. He makes it hard to argue with his logic.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
Okay, guys, great work in the first half. That's how you take care of business on your...
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter. J. Miles, he's checked in for Rodney Stuckey. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Gordon is the 2 with Evans playing small forward. Vitor Favarani out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Holiday in at the point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
Tyreke Evans is an athletic slashing guard. He's really gifted to the rim. But I think his outside shot, the inconsistency of his outside shot has held him back a bit. Ironically, he's a pretty good free throw shooter, but still lacks that touch from mid-range on field goal attempts.
Z's checked in for New Orleans. Hibbert with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
Evans kicks to Holiday. Here's Z. He dishes it to Davis. And Holiday, here we go. And stolen by Watson. Oh, and here we go. Watson, nobody back. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Oh, boy, nice one-man fast break on that one.
It sure was. A stylish finish to cap it off, too.
And Evans has worked diligently on his shooting. He had a bad habit of fading back on every jump shot early in his career, so he's tried to shoot with a more traditional motion.
I love what they're doing, trying to put the hammer down, attacking the basket when they can.
Pacers trail by 19. And here's Watson. He has 6. George with a screen on Holiday. Watson kicks to George. It's good, and Watson picking up the assists. Watson's got his 3rd assist on the night. And Evans over his career has bounced around a little bit position-wise. He played point guard at Memphis and coming into the NBA and then some small forward. What do you think his best position is?
I think he's one of those guys that probably is a playmaking small forward or 2 guard. He's got ball handling skills that allow him to make plays. He can score. He's strong. His wingspan allows him to play bigger than he is, but I think he's a playmaking 2 or 3.
Watson, the pass to Scola. Feeds it to Watson. Scola with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Scola kicks to Miles. 4 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Offensive rebound. And Luis Scola gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for New Orleans. Anderson comes in for Davis, and it's Austin Rivers in for Eric Gordon. Indiana also making some changes. Allen's checked in for Hibbert. Chris Copeland comes in for Luis Scola. And Donald Sloan subbed in for C.J. Watson. And he overshot that one, missing.
Looked like he was maybe showboating a little bit, that fadeaway. Really no reason for it.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, gentlemen, the Pacers head coach Frank Vogel has helped turn this team into a powerhouse. He's had a reputation for positivity, lifting his players up and boosting their confidence. As Paul George put it, coach has no shame in calling you out. If you don't know what you're doing, you're going to get embarrassed. No one wants that, Kevin.
He'll call you out, Doris, that's for sure, thanks. George with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. And George kicks to Miles. The tray. Rebounded by Z. Z's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing.
Holiday dishes to Evans. Back to Holiday. New Orleans moving it around. To the paint. Here's Z. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Lavoy Allen. Jimmer Fredette, he's checked in for the Pelicans.
Jimmer Fredette.
Shot from the inbound. Count that one. Anderson's got his second bucket of the night.
They're going to have to tighten up defensively, guys, because they're really giving up way too many open looks.
And the Pelicans making a change. 1:11 left to play here in the fourth.
Well, this is going to end in a lopsided victory, obviously. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness and the ability to close. You really have to give it up for New Orleans.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
You know, this gives them a measure of revenge for what happened in the first meeting between these two clubs. That one really did not go their way.
And as interconference opponents, Steve, tonight was their only chance to get that revenge. They won't see each other in the regular season again until next year.
And nobody really saw a performance like this coming. But it was a big-time game for Eric Gordon. He was extremely efficient offensively, getting looks, knocking down big shots all game long.
On the court for Indiana, they've got Chris Copeland. Allen is out there with Roy Hibbert. Then there's Rodney Stuckey. And it's Watson in at the point guard. Holiday, the pass to Z. Back to Anderson. 6 to shoot. That one goes. Count. And the Pelicans lead by 17.
Just look at how quickly their lead has grown over the course of the last few possessions.
Boy, they've really saved their best for last, haven't they?
Stuckey kicks to Scola. Back to Stuckey. Here is Watson. Dishes it to Stuckey. Stuckey right side. No good. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. Someday.
Anthony, what did Coach
Good work tonight.
Yeah, nice win.
Yeah, you fed me the rock, I got in a rhythm, and we walked out of here with a W. Just the way we drew it up.
We do what we got to do to win, right?
You know it. Now let's get
All
out
right,
of
let's
here.
roll. Got my bag.
You know, life's a funny thing.
Whatever you say, boss.
A couple of months ago, I never even heard of you. A few weeks ago, I was certain you were a one-and-done guy. You know, have your cup of coffee in the bigs, and then disappear, never to be heard from again.
And now?
Now, well, now I'm gonna tell you that I was wrong not to draft you, and I was silly to offer you only a 10-day contract, and you know, I was mistaken to think you were only here to have a cup of coffee.
So, you're saying what I think you're saying?
Yeah, I'm saying we're offering you a guaranteed contract for the rest of the season.
Heck yeah! Man, that's what I'm talking about right there. Thanks, you're not gonna regret this. I'm telling you, I'm gonna make this organization so proud.
Good. Listen, you got this opportunity because you've been working your tail off out there. You know, you keep doing what you're doing, and, you know, there's no limit to what you can achieve. You got it?
Yes, sir, I do.
Get out of here.
Thanks again.
Get out of here.
Welcome to the film room, everybody. Coach wanted me to give you all a little breakdown on some of the key points of emphasis strategies we'll be using moving forward. As you know, the entire staff feels it's important to review the basics from time to time, giving everyone a better understanding of what coach is expecting when you're out on the floor. It's going to help the team win more games. Simple as that. Now let's get to it, gentlemen. Getting to the basket and playing physical on defense. So here we go. Now there are times when coach is going to want us to really focus on getting to the basket. We have some talented players on this team who are capable of getting to the rim just about any time because of their ball handling, speed, and ability to finish inside. When we run into a team that has weak perimeter defenders or is not very good at defending the rim, coach is going to want us to go strong to the hoop whenever possible. Now let's take a look at some game film showing how we can try and get to the rim for some easy baskets. Okay, up next, playing physical. We got some very physical players who like to use their bodies against weaker, smaller teams. We should be looking to take advantage of those size and strength mismatches by wearing out our opponents over the course of the game. Now let's look at some film so you guys can see what playing physical on the defensive end looks like in action. Here we go. Okay, that's going to do it for today. There's no excuse not to know what's expected of you when coach calls for either of these points of emphasis in a game. See you at practice.
You got it, coach.